Howdy, folks. Chris McGraw. I'm Mercury, driving out of the Salinas Valley today, and just been doing a lot of wasting time. I've been worrying a lot about shit that I can't do too much about. And the biggest thing, though, that ticked me off was, I get my benefits on the 1st, and on the 1st I didn't leave the house. I didn't even fucking do anything. And so the 2nd was Saturday, and I needed to get some gasoline to make this trip. So dumb me, I'm thinking that, hey, I've got a debit card. I got a debit card. I can just stick it in the pump and get some freaking gas at the corner lot. No way, dude. I mean, I've got like over $1,400 on the damn thing, and I'm tried it like 3 times, kept coming up to 9. I'm all like, oh shit, dude. So, and I really needed the gas to finish this job that I was doing. I was cutting up this tree, and I used the last of my 2-cycle mix. So I need another gallon of gas to buy that. And anyway, man, it just I thought I was gonna be able to buy some gas and do some work, and but because the bankers, I guess the deal is that just we know, most of us know that if it has that there are debit, Visas, and MasterCards and credit, Master and Visa cards. Well, I guess now there's a third one. It's called a gift card. Yeah, gift card. And so now I guess you have a 3-tiered money system now, because like for big ticket items and stuff, you can't use a debit card. So there's a certain limit, I think it's like $2,500 or something like that. So if you wanted to buy something over $2,500 with a debit card, you're shit out of luck. If you have a credit card with over a $2,500 limit, you're good to go. However, if you have a gift card, which my VA benefits now come on this new freaking card from US Express, and anyway, it's a fucking debit card. It's not a debit card. It's not a credit card. It's a gift card. And they reload it every fucking month, with your freaking shit. But I guess for fucking certain transactions, like, I don't know why it wouldn't work at a fucking gas pump, but the gift card will not work in the fucking gas pump. So if you're a third-class citizen like me, you got a gift card with money on it, and you'd like to buy fucking gas after hours, you're shit out. And, hey, it just so pissed me off. I mean, it took me like 12, 18 hours just to fucking snap out of it and start being able to think about what the fuck I should be doing productive, even though I can get the money and do this and do that. It just, shit like that really fucking affects me. And I mean, some things like that, it's just like, because I wanted to leave on Saturday, and today's Monday, and it's just ridiculous. Well, now, actually, today's Tuesday. I've been driving all night. But, yeah, I couldn't get my, so, my trip's delayed like 2 days, so I'm already kind of like 2 days behind, 2-3 days behind. And, just, I don't know, man. That's just, I guess we have to get used to that, you know, that third-class citizens, people who refuse to get chipped, people who don't have great credit ratings, you know, we're third-class citizens. We could have the same amount of money as anybody else, but our money isn't good enough. You know, that's even fucking worse than to me, that's worse than the Orwellian cashless fucking society fucking bullshit. But anyway, you know, I just had a lot of things been going on here, right, lately. I'm supposed to go back to the VA on the 14th. Go see them. Called them the other day and scheduled it. The guy never called me back. I only called back once. But finally I called him back. So we're going to go in and, I don't know. I think I should bring my camera and, you know, bring my pin camera, of course. Have that rolling. And, bring my camera in and just act dumb, you know. It's like, oh, well, I thought we could record it. You know. And see what happens. I always like seeing what happens. But, you know, I'd like to do it with his consent, you know, and I'd like to do it openly. But, you know, these motherfuckers are going to fucking honor my First Amendment rights and what I think is best treatment for me, because I need a record. I can't look at all my fucking records and fucking, you know, deduce where my mind was at fucking when I was in fucking therapy back in, even back in Columbus. Let alone the therapy I was taking like 4 or 5 years ago back in Sacramento or anything, you know? Well, that shit's confidential. Well, fuck that. I want a fucking videotape of it. That's confident, you know, that's mine. I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's mine. It's me talking. I can record it. I can fucking publish it. You don't want to fucking sit with me and fucking be my therapist, and I'll find somebody else, man. I'm just sick of it, man. I'm just sick of fucking the money, fucking always having to have the money. And, you know, like last month was one of the first months that, you know, I didn't really want for anything for lack of money. But I was kind of, you know, I couldn't go anywhere the last part of the month because, you know, I had no money. But I mean, I had everything taken care of. I had cigarettes, you know, food, and, you know, cream and everything. And I was a happy camper. But I wasn't able to travel, and that could have meant some business that, you know, I'm finally getting to now that it's March. I should have been doing this business freaking 3-4 weeks ago. But, so, I mean, that stress has been on my mind, and that's one of the reasons I haven't been making any videos or anything, and I've just been real bad about not seeing Bella, or nobody contacted me, and I don't know, I'm just, you know, in the dog video, you know, the unconditional, why do people go, you know, I'll put the link in here too, it's another bit, why do people unconditionally love dogs so much? And this is kind of an extension of that, you know, because, you know, in that one, I was just, you know, expressing my frustration with, you know, a situation, or, you know, observed behavior around me, you know, and I was trying to infer, you know, seeing, you know, if that would work for me, and I don't think that would. But, you know, you hear, you know, like, especially like for PTSD, I've heard that, you know, pets, especially dogs, are really helpful in that regard, you know, because, and in the other one, people have, I guess, a problem expressing affection to one another, and it's kind of a social taboo, you know. I mean, I guess maybe it's easier now than it has been in the past, but it's still a long way to go, you know. I mean, we have to feel uncomfortable, like, because I'd like to touch you, because I'd like to, because that's sign language, you know. If you touch somebody, that usually means you like them, you know. So, why is it that we have this mental block, this taboo? Is it a cultural thing that, you know, we're culturally brought up that, you know, okay, only boys touch girls and girls touch boys, or do you think that's really being changed now with you know, like all this sex education and stuff like that they're giving the grade school kids and stuff? Do you think that's like opening, like, answering, you know, putting like stuff on the plate before they should even be, you know, able to eat it, you know? But yeah. What do you think that does to people? Do you think that creates a more open situation where, I mean, because this is a sexual thing too, you know? This is I mean, it's not just, you know, platonic. I mean, it's on, you know, all levels, I guess, of relationships, you know, and I guess if you have impediments in one area of your relationships, you know, your intimate relationships or your family, you know, relationships, or you don't have any friends or whatever. I guess if you have problems in like one of those areas, that can definitely affect other ones. And, you know, so who's really healthy? I mean, just because they have a family and they're married and they have a house and kids and go on vacations and smile in pictures and stuff, but does that really mean that they're happy? I mean, you know, secretly are the members of the family, you know, not as close as they could be because of, like I was just saying, you know, we're afraid to touch each other. And now the state steps in and tells us, well, you know, I think it's kind of good, but I mean, just here's an example, you know, child abuse. I mean, child abuse is kind of freaking very subjective, you know. To do one thing can happen to one person, and they can think it's the greatest thing in the world, and it could happen to another person, or, you know, could happen to another person the same thing, and they have the, you know, direct opposite, you know, reaction. So, I don't know where this is going, man, but it's just really interesting how, I mean, now, today, it just seems really epidemic that people have fucked up relationships. You know, they're lucky if they have a couple of people that they can talk to on a, you know, pick up the phone and talk to, you know, that really give a shit. You know, it's real rare, it seems, you know, and I just I don't know, man. What's up with it? I mean, and do you think social media, pornography, just the breakup of the family unit through, you know, monetization of our lives by the state and fiat money, inflation? I don't know. I think that all these things are, you know, they impact our lives every day, you know. And like I said, it just accumulates on me, and I get really, I get to where, I mean, like on Saturday, I just said, fuck it. You know, I went home and I was steaming, and I just said, and this happens to me all the time, I just say, fuck it. Well, why do fucking anything? I can't do what I want, and I can't do it when I want it, so we'll fucking do anything. You know, and then, you know, that leads to fucking wasting time, you know? It's definitely not an empowerment freaking thought process, but it's just really, you know, because I'm a goal-oriented, you know, I like to work, you know, I like working on things, you know, and have projects, and I really like completing. This really seems really difficult to fucking get anything done these days. So it seems like the satisfaction from completing a good project is just been a long time. And then anything that can persist. I mean, sure, we can go out and maybe do something profitable once, but trying to do it again. Oh, and then, you know, if you're doing it, you know, anyway. So anyway, I've been brainstorming. I've been thinking about all kinds of different ways to try to, you know, create value. And like one of the people I just bumped into here in the last week or two was one of my neighbors, and she came up and asked to use the phone, you know, and you know, became neighborly. And I haven't known her. I knew her boyfriend when he lived over there when I first moved there 2 years ago. But anyway, through her, because she moved back and came and we used the phone. Anyway, we started talking. Anyway, I started talking to him again, and it seems like, you know, we got a lot of interesting, similar interests and stuff. And like one of the things that or an idea he threw at me was making a video about Bigfoot, you know, because Bigfoot's a big legend, you know, in the Happy Camp area. So, yeah, we haven't really talked about it much, but he's mentioned it a couple times. And I told him, yeah, man, that sounds interesting, man. We should maybe freaking do something like that. And then now, just because when I drive, I get the best ideas. And so, you know, I felt some creative juices, and thank goodness I got my camera, or, you know, my phone right here. So, I really, you know, thank goodness I'm going to use it here. So, yeah, like, I didn't, like, lose it, but, you know, I just, like, put my phone down, like, in the middle of last week. I kind of forgot about it, dude. Didn't look at it. I think I left the battery die on it and shit. I don't know, dude. There's lots of stuff going on with me, man. Just total motivation to try to do something new, do something different, and then, you know, it just wanes or evaporates, you know, and I gotta fucking like click it back up again. Anyway, but yeah, Bigfoot. So I was just driving down here thinking about it, and you know, so I don't know, maybe we can mix all these things that we're kind of doing and start a new series, spin off a new drama, suspense, horror kind of series. Or maybe these things, I don't know, man. I mean, because I have so many ideas, different media to produce. everything from documentaries to educational pieces to just whimsical stuff to I don't know and I like all of that kind of stuff and I think I'm able to do it. Right? So, yeah, and I'd like it to be, like a comedy, drama, horror, thriller kind of. I don't know, or try to get all these aspects into the script somehow. So I don't know. I'm putting out a call, and we're gonna need music and stuff. We're gonna need some music. And maybe like a graphic artist, man, because that would be one of the hardest things about doing this Bigfoot thing is we don't have a costume, and for it to be really good, you have to have a decent costume. And I was just thinking, well, why don't we do just like fucking Hollywood does, man? We'll just fucking CGI it in. We'll just get some guy, fucking run around, that blue suit or whatever they do, and we'll just fucking CGI it in. Oh, what about that? Does anybody know how to fucking do that shit? Anybody want to fucking work on a fucking Bigfoot movie? Or a Bigfoot series? I mean, because we're part-timers, man. We got limited resources. We don't even know if anybody would watch, but oh yeah, they probably would. I made some pretty stupid videos and people watch them. Even I watch them. Anyway, but just getting the production out there, because I don't know how many good little series I've seen on YouTube, and they just, they'll make maybe like a half dozen or a dozen freaking episodes, and then they just they just stop. And I understand that if it takes a team to do that, and it has to be it has to be creating value for the audience, for the people that are producing it, and and it has to like I said, it's got to bring value into their life. So it doesn't necessarily have to be money. Value can be satisfaction from doing a good job. That's what I like. That's what I'm so really in need of. I got money, but, like I said, I'm kind of fucking sucking on satisfaction on completing a fucking good project, one of my projects here recently. But anyway, so, I don't know, I guess that's what I got to offer, maybe a new project, and this is feeding in with everything else, I'm not sure. Maybe, because I was thinking of some, a plot, and, I'd like to maybe get some local, tribal members to participate, because I'd like to have it as a factual aspect to it, and especially if we could recreate or portray, native legend. So, I'd be really interested in doing that too, because we are a multicultural media network. So, I'd like to see people from all, who knows, with this new Starry ID thing that I just got involved with here in the last week. I think I probably could find some, people that might be able to help out, or at least a place to promote the damn thing. But anyway, so I don't know, that's just what I'm throwing out there. Maybe I'll make another video where I'll just yap about some the plot things that we can incorporate into this. But anyway, we'll try to keep this one short. Thanks for paying attention and listening. This is Chris Pry, Mercury out. Southbound on 101, somewhere.
Yeah.